Hello. All right, so we're back for another round. None your business, making it your business. Now, the last few days have been some, man, the last week just been a bunch of bullshit, to be quite honest. Just a whole lot of people not having, not having their integrity up to par. It's rather disappointing when people you see making it and doing well, and then they just they just step on their dick. It's really, really not good. Because right now we're just having a crisis of leadership, like across the board. And I don't know. We're gonna take a look real quick at how a real leader responds to um, just fucking up, just fucking up bad. So here we go. This guy's name is this guy's name is Jocko Willink. He's a former Navy SEAL team leader. He is a badass motherfucker who I think he's multiple tours in Afghanistan and Iraq. Um, I'd have to, you know, look for details. That's not my specialite. But he went into like leadership, like seminars and speaking and teaching, and now he has a podcast too. He's good podcast, really good podcast. Go check him out, subscribe to him, do all that stuff. All your favorite platforms, look for him. Anyway, this is what he has to say about what he would do about Afghanistan. This is some powerful stuff. So um, let's listen to this right here. This guy. Sorry, someone wanted to watch, but I don't think she's ready to be on camera, or I'm ready to have her on camera yet. So, all right, Juggle, let her rip. Oh, shit.
Update on the current.
Why isn't this coming through? Audio issues. Pro streamer moment. I guess first, let's get rid of that. Check. Yeah, that's why. There. Oh, my ears. Oh, my ears. Okay, here we go. All right. See right there, that's an important thing. I made critical errors. You know, look at what Biden's doing right now. He's talking about they did this, they did that, beatboxing. Ain't nobody got time for none of that. There's people over there who, number one, citizens of this country, they're stuck. What's playing stuck, Jen Psaki? Talking to you. They're stuck, stranded. They can't get back here, and they've got Islam. They've got radicals. It has nothing to do with religion. These people are hell bent on authoritarian rule, and they proved they've been willing to do it. We'll be watching a video coming up here about what happened to one of the people that worked with us when they ran into a Taliban checkpoint. We'll get there. Anyway, proceed, Jocko. Take it back. Take it back. I. 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 Extreme ownership is one of this man's big points. And you can't underestimate how much this plays in to being a good leader and just being a good overall person. Just a decent person. Hmm. Hear that, Jen Psaki? Stranded, stuck, up shit creek without a paddle, ma'am. Unequivocal strength and desire to get the job done. This is how a leader speaks. Because you're an enemy. Let's be clear. That's not a problem right there. That's not a problem that he said that. That is what needs to be said. If you mess with us trying to get our stuff and go, we will end you. And that's what it needs to be. It's these people only understand one thing: force. This is important too. We may be leaving, but we're watching. All right. We're gonna leave it there, Jocko. Well, let's listen to him. Hear him out. Well, that, my friends, is how you talk to an enemy and your own people. Because he was unequivocal, very clear. Do you have any doubt that man's able to do what he says he's able to do? No, that guy. That guy knows how to kill you with his pinky finger. I bet. I I bet he could do it. To most people you think are really badass. I bet he could take them out way easy, but he wouldn't do that because that's not what. Anyway, that's not the point. Oh, the point is that we've got a president right now as a dementia patient. Let's just be honest here. He's a dementia patient. He has no business sitting in that office, behind that desk, pretending to make decisions, basically having people spoon feed information to him and kind of coach him into just saying what they want, basically. I bet. I can imagine they're ruling by committee. There's no way that man is making these decisions. Or, or God help us if these Democrats are actually taking orders from that man. That I that blows my mind right there that they might actually be, you know, for real with like him. That blows your hair back. But we're gonna take a look at another video here. It just tells you who we're dealing with. Let's see. This was hold on. Skip. Skipperooski. Get over here. Since no one's watching right now, I'm thinking I might break this up into different videos. I might just do an intro here. Just for ha-has. Guess I should have had this queued up. Yeah, here we go. The audio is kind of poor on this one, but man, it's it's real, dude. It's what can't remember this guy. Waltz is this guy's name. It says it here. What's this? Let me read it a little more. Mike Waltz. He's a representative from Florida. He's an Afghan veteran. These are evidently Afghan members of Congress who are uh, veterans of serving in Afghanistan. So they got skin in this game, their own. They've come back, but nowhere near as much as people who are stuck over there. They're stuck. And you're not going to get them. Shame on you, Democrats. There we go. Oh, man. I think what happened in here is it's slow, so low it's below the sound thing. Ah, God bless America. There we go. Uh, hmm. See if that works any better. Oh. There we go. Sorry, I'm playing with OBS right now, trying to get something to work for me. I think right here is where it needs to be.
Front of him, and then him.
There we go.
Send a message.
I hope that previous stuff was coming through. Excuse me. All right, so let's back this up a little bit.
I had one. Guy was such a fighter. Called him Little Spartacus. Spartacus was on the waiting list, SIV program. He was found at a Taliban checkpoint with American documentation. You know what they did? They took him back to his village, beheaded his brothers and his cousins in front of him, and then him. Send a message. That's what thousands of American citizens, and let me use this word, stranded in Afghanistan right now are facing. We are on the cusp of the biggest mass hostage crisis this country has ever seen. This will make 1979 Iran look like over. We cannot abandon Americans. We never leave a fallen comrade. And if Joe Biden doesn't extend that deadline and tell the Taliban, we are going to extend it or else, we're going to leave Americans behind 11 days before the 20th anniversary. Is that what's really happening? Right down the street, Pennsylvania Avenue. We stood here, bipartisan, in April, as soon as he made that announcement, that if you don't start getting people out right now, you are giving them a death sentence. Pull our military assets out before you get Americans or allies out. You're consigning them to death, like this school principal and his family. Final thing. America is going to face Al-Qaeda 3.0. The intelligence community has been clear and has briefed us repeatedly. Taliban taking over means Al-Qaeda 3.0 comes roaring back. Except now we're in a worse position than we were before 2001. We have no bases in the region. Our local allies are being hunted down as we speak. And as you've heard today, the Taliban are going to be armed so that when future American soldiers have to go back in to deal with the problem and deal with the incompetence of this administration, how many are going to die now? Because they're going to have to fight their way through our own equipment, our own damn equipment, to deal with Al-Qaeda 3.0. Are we going to have another Pulse nightclub? Are we going to have another San Bernardino? Are we going to have another 9/11 because of that incompetence? Well, this Congress is going to lead. Our offices right now are operations centers, calling gate guards, calling the Kabul airport, guiding people through, telling them how to avoid Taliban checkpoints. Our own Congress. Unbelievable, the lack of leadership. So I 100%, that blood is and will be on Joe Biden's hands. This Congress will hold him accountable. Thank you very much.
Absolutely disgraceful. 100% disgraceful. How can this man even go to sleep at night and look at himself in the mirror when he wakes up? When we got people over there who he is turning his back on, but I mean, what can you expect, really? He's not, he's bad code. If you get the reference, you're a smart one. But we can't do this. This is not. I mean, besides this one event, how do you think this plays out? The next thing, there will be something. It will happen. It is eventual. It will occur. And what do you think those people are going to make of us after this? They are not going to think highly and think that we are going to have the stomach to get into anything lasting. So if they can just kill enough of us, make enough of us sad, create enough doubt, get in our fifis, and just generally, man, it's so disturbing just to, like, if I read it, it was someone else's comment, but I read it and I'm going to share it with you. He said, if COVID has proved nothing, it's that people are more interested in being popular than being right. Right now, got a lot of people that are talking about a lot of stupid bullshit that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. In the end, all your game and all your high value bullshit don't make a motherfucking bit of difference. And we got motherfuckers out here that just are crippling our way of life. And if you don't think it's happening, just look around you. Look around you. Because it's really sad that we're going this way. I want to do something called the American Experiment Coalition or something like that, because that's America's got its flaws. We all know this. No one's against teaching the bad things that were done through history. But let's not look, a person's sum total is not their badness, what they did bad. Especially when they did really, really important shit on the scale of human history. You know, you can look at what the founders did and you can talk about them being slave owners and stealing land from the natives and all this, that, and the other. You know, it's all true. What? So what? What they did for human history, for humankind, is important. They gave people, they solidified and they codified a way for people to rule themselves without some autocratic dictator, king, strongman, ruling count. You know, that is important in the scale of human history, because slavery has been in place 10,000 years, probably. There's no recorded. I mean, one of the earliest recorded things is slaves, and if you go back to the Sumerian stuff, it's there, and we got to get past it. Got We're all human. We're all Americans. And if we keep focusing on race, it's not gonna work. I don't know what else to say other than that, but right now, we're basically got a media and a government that's trying to terrify us into doing what they want to do. They want us to do. Meanwhile, they're selling out our friends and allies to, I mean, do what? In the end, just how, why would you just precipitously pull all your stuff out when you could just be like, hey, come on, we need you, come on, come on, come on, come on, we're getting the fuck out of here, let's go, let's go, let's go, you, come on, you helped us, let's go, they're going to kill you, let's go. You could have done that for months, should have been doing that for months. And Trump, you too, you know, i'm no I'm no Trump lover, Mr. Listen, Don, if you ain't never seen Team America by the guys who did South Park, you need to watch it. The final scene best describes you. You are a D, and so sometimes you need a D to F and A so we don't get S all over our P's. And I'm not saying all that stuff. You go watch the final scene in Team America. You'll laugh your ass off. It's great stuff. But at this point, I think the point's been made. I think everyone realizes what needs to be done, that these Democrats are not competent. It's not that they don't have like best interests or, you know, noble goals. That's not the question. That's not even the point. The point is, can they do it? And they can't. They just can't. Believe me, I'm a Star Trek fan. I would love it if we could live like that. I mean, there's just a couple little pesky inventions you got to come up with. Protein resequencers, so you wipe out food problems, and replicators, so you wipe out material need problems. And then you can actually focus on, because when you have the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, that pyramid, once you have those two that bottom part, solidified, you can go on to focus on that higher stuff. And right now, it seems like all we're interested in is like lowering. See, equality of outcome doesn't make everyone come up to the level of a higher level person. No, it pushes the higher level people down to the level of the lower folks that are suffering. So that just means everyone suffers except the elite. And that's no way to live. And I don't think anyone wants to live like that. I gotta work tomorrow. We're gonna keep, but just move with integrity. And I mean, good intentions aren't enough. You got to be able to do what you say you want to do, and not in like a authoritarian kind of way either. We got to come together and come up with ideas that work. It doesn't matter whether you're conservative, liberal, libertarian, authoritarian, well, the last one does matter. We fuck authoritarians, fuck them in their asses. But we gotta find a way to make this work. That's the way this government was set up, for us to get in there and pound out these problems till we find ways that work. We're supposed to have 50 different little experiments. Well, it's 50 now. Each state is supposed to be its own little thing and come up with its own little way of doing things. and whoever way works best is going to win, because everyone else is going to want to work that way. And that right now we're trying, the leadership is too much top down, because you don't need someone like, it's the whole situation with like India. Why would they listen to a king that 5,000 miles away? Why would we listen to some president who's not really got our best interests at heart, it seems like, when they're thousands of miles away, a couple thousand miles away, and it's awful, just completely awful. What else was I wanted to watch here? Wanted to watch something else with y'all. Yeah, I think that's good for now. But yeah, leadership, integrity. You got to be able to at least identify good leadership. If you're not a leader yourself, that's okay. Not everyone's a leader. But you got to be able to identify a good leader. Someone who's got your best interest at heart. It's not someone who's telling you what you want to hear. Not someone who's gassing you up, or someone who's putting a battery in your back, or one of, you know, all those newish things. But it's just, oh, it's ridiculous. I'm gonna leave you with something that I put together that's in regards to a little issue going on in the manosphere right now with Fresh and Fit and Abba and Preach and this lady named Anna Quinn. There's a little play on words here, so we're gonna take a look. I don't think I'm in the right field. Hold on. Where is window capture? Alright.
Yes, Jedi strength.
There we go. Just listen to this with you right quick. All right, here we go. Now, basically what's happened here is these folks, Fresh and Fit, they run a podcast that purports to tell men how to behave with women, and they're gonna get you in trouble, man. They're gonna get you jammed up. They're gonna get you locked up, and they're gonna get you violated in every sense of the word. You move like those guys, you're gonna get fucked up. So, in addition to that, they broke man code in another way by messing with these dudes here. His wife, calling her bad names and just being a punk asses, and they folded like a cheap J.C. Penney suit, man. All right, and this lady here, they tried to get her on his show, on their show over here. Tried to get her on their show, and said, "Oh, but you got to F us. You got to give us the bedroom fun." It's like, what? You got, okay, Jeff. Okay, Mr. Weinstein. It's like, get the hell out of here with your shit, man. All right, so here we go. And Kevin's over here like, you can't make this shit up. Here we go. Pause it if you need to.
Yes, Jedi strength flows from the Force.
He's doing all right so far. I mean, he's not being a bitch yet. He's using the good. He's on the light side of the Force still.
Beware of the dark side. Anger, fear, aggression. The dark side of the Force are they. Easily they flow. Once you start down the dark path, forever will it not your destiny consume you, it will. And Obi-Wan's
Later.
Pause. Alright, here's where it gets really messed up. Alright, cool. I'm upfront with that. I'm not going to do anything platonic. You know, maybe it's in a better...
No.
Oh, man.
What the? This year,
I could have done that with a better screenshot.
How am I to know the good side from the bad?
You will know.
You will know.
How am I to
Indeed.
know the good side from the bad?
You will know. When you are calm, at peace.
Oh, fucking eat it, you two. Eat a big old fat dick. That's what you get for trying to leverage your fucking shit fucking show for sex. You get fucked. I don't care. I'm already not monetized. What the hell do I care? Alright. So that's enough for tonight. We're just gonna close that there. Alright, so bottom line, we got leadership that's hanging us, not only our allies out to dry, they're hanging out citizens to dry in a foreign land with very violent and murderous people willing to do whatever they damn well please, unless someone stops them. And right now, who's answering that phone call at 3 in the morning? It's Joe.